I'm gonna show you 5 or 6 ways to make your makeup look more naturally whimsical, ethereal, romantic vibes, kind of like Zendaya's makeup in the Odyssey premiere. Please ignore the fact that my hair is wet, but one is 2 different colors of blush. This is actually what Zendaya's makeup artist Ernesto did on her face for the Odyssey premiere. I'm gonna take the KJH blush in the shade Soft Raisin, back of the hand, work it into the brush, and kind of use this to blend kind of an under layer of blush. So you're not gonna wanna place this too high. It's almost gonna be more in the apples of the cheeks, dragging down. It's just gonna be more diffused and seamless. It's not going to be very obvious on the nose, forehead. This is kind of like our blush base, if you will. Now I'm going to go in the very center with a brighter blush. This is a Milani Cheek Kiss blush in the shade Merlot Moment. I'm going to put this like in the center of that right there. I keep this more concentrated in that one spot. This is just going to create that very hyper realistic blush effect. It just feels so whimsical and like windswept. Another thing is adding just a little bit of darkness under the eye. Victoria Beckham contour stylus in the shade Marble. Picking this up on a fluffy brush because it's gonna make everything look more diffused and kind of like watercolory in a way. And I'm gonna take this and just brush it under the eye. And it just makes the eye look a little bit more natural rather than having that like bright white concealer right under the eye. It's just one of those like small details that I think really makes a difference. I'll add a little bit on my lids for good measure. You don't have to do this, but I also like adding a little bit of liquid highlight. This is Milani in the shade Lunar, just on the very center of the lower lash line. It creates a very, very subtle twinkle effect. I'm gonna add a berry brown mascara to my lower lashes. This is Thrive Cosmetics in the shade Elena. That wasn't one of the tricks, but I did want to just let you guys know. A Just Kissed, like blurred, blotted lip. I'm going to use my Jessup Beauty Accuracy lip brush and the same Victoria Beckham contour stylus in Marble. Applying it as normal. Blending with the brush, not overlining. It's gonna feather itself out anyways because it has that rounded tip. It'll do the work for you. You don't need to worry. I like to do like a soft sheer matte lipstick. This is Merit lip blush in the shade Bespoke. It gives that like Just Kissed blotted lip look. I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of the shade Framboise just to make it a little more pinky. Last step is highlight. This is Victoria Beckham in the shade Pearl. And I'm gonna apply it closer to the center of the face. And it just gives the most gorgeous look to the cheek. And kind of bring it up almost under the eye. I've been honestly doing this since I was in high school. And this is the final look. Bye.